The reason I've been gone so long is because I have been in the hospital since Sunday. I got out 2 hours ago. So unfortunately, Sunday night, I tried to overdose on my sleeping meds. And boy, let me tell you, that was a bad idea. So as I took them, I was on the phone with my lady. Unfortunately, she was unable to, talk me out of it. But in the end, I survived. But while it happened, I was contemplating it for, like 30 minutes to an hour. And I'd shut off my brain, stopped thinking about the consequences, and just downed 20 something med pills. Or 19, I guess. 19 pills, not 20 something. And I did that. My lady called my father, who came in. I told him what happened. I got some more clothes on. I got dressed, shoes, and then he took me to the car. We started heading to the emergency room, and there I on the car ride up, I was I lost like my vision. Like my vision went dark, went blurry. I had a massive headache. So basically, what all the pills did was it dropped my blood sugar. So I had that feeling of when you stand up too fast and your head starts spinning and you can't see. I had that. My pills would normally do that if I took them normally, like took say two, and then stood up to go make like food or something. My heart would start pounding. I would lose vision until I laid back down. Unfortunately, I was sitting down and not standing. I lost my vision. I started to lose like a little bit of hearing and was struggling to form like thoughts and forgetting how to like respond. I was out of it. I have stomach issues, and those meds that I took did not help those. I vomited all over the car. I vomited once into a bag. I was like, oh, I don't think I'll do it again. I'll be all right. And then I did it 3 more times onto the floor mat of the car. We get to the ER. I stumble out of the car because I can't see properly. I can't really get a good sense of my surroundings. I stumble my way to my father and let him know, hey, I can't walk. Because I couldn't feel my legs at this point either. I still can't see anything. I remember we stumble into the ER, into the entrance where you had to call them so they can let you in. I can't feel my legs. He's struggling a little to like hold me up. We get to the front desk. I'm just like kind of swaying as he's trying to let the nurse at the counter know that, hey, this guy, he OD'd. And I don't remember the nurse or anyone walking me into like the bed that I spent a good 6 hours in. I do remember getting some thoughts back shortly after they put me in the bed. Like they they called poison control. They said they just need to watch me for 4 to 6 hours. I was there like 8 hours instead of like the 4 or 6. I was like, I hadn't eaten that day, so I was pretty hungry. Or maybe I'm confusing this for when I went to the next hospital where I spent my last few days, and but that hospital they gave me some. I think I got a sandwich and some I got a lot of cranberry juice. Up before this point, my parents didn't know I started like smoking again, but since the doctors needed a urine sample, and the doctor was talking so loud, my mom overheard him mention it. Unfortunately, but I mean, I told the doctor, I told the nurse or doctor, because I mean, my parents left the room, and I was like, hey, just to let you know, I have been smoking again. But 6, 8, 10 hours later, whatever you say, the ambulance arrives at the hospital to take me to a psychiatric unit. And this isn't my first time at psychiatric units. I've been to 3 others in the past, but I've never like attempted to take my own life before this point. So this was the first time. I mean, I've thought about it, suicidal ideation, as they call it. They brought me in, got me fitted, and I had a killer headache for like that entire day. That day, and I think part of the next day as well. I remember when my head cleared up, though. It was such an amazing feeling not having that constant like head pound. I also know that my blood sugar was low because the entire time I was at the hospital, they had me all wired up to machines and whatnot, and the whole time I had super low blood sugar. It got back up normal. So I'm at the psychiatric unit. I showed up Monday, and funny thing about that place, the lady who gives me my medicine was the doctor there. I wasn't actually supposed to leave today. I did, however, manage to talk my doctors into letting me get out sooner. I was supposed to wait there until my doc got back from vacation, because the day I showed up, she was leaving for her vacation and wouldn't be back until Monday. My experiences with psychiatric hospitals are weird. Normally, I'm like the only kid my age, right? And they're not all mixed. This one was. I mean, this was a mixed unit. Boys, girls, adults, teenagers. I remember my first hospital I was at, it was just me. There wasn't anyone else. And I remember all I did there was watch TV. This was around the time Wendy's rolled out their weird pretzel Dave's double or something. Some pretzel sandwich. It was amazing, and I kept seeing all the ads for it. So when I got out, had my father take me there. Oh, you can't see my face that well with this. Send it that way. Forget it. But then my second one was a bit better. There were kids, boys and girls. I made a friend who I still keep in touch with today. It is against the law, unfortunately, to exchange numbers between patients. It's some like HIPAA law. I think it's dumb, honestly. I mean, as long as you're sharing within a relatively like close age, right? 1 to 2 years. I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, but that's just me. They see it differently. There was this kid. I can't remember his name. I think it started with an I, Isaiah or something. Dude was tall. Was younger than me, and that dude was tall. I was friends with him. I gave him my Snapchat or my number, one of the two. And then the other guy, his name was Wyatt. And well, he's the one who actually managed to stay in touch with me. He reached out as soon as he got out, saying that I helped him while I was there, which I didn't understand that much up until like recently. So fast forward to Christmas, about 3 months ago, I end up in another psychiatric hospital, which funny enough was the same hospital I was at the first time for my suicidal ideation. This experience was vastly different. This time the nurses were talking to me, doctors were talking to me. This was a much more helpful visit. This was when I learned that my ex had cheated on me after about almost 6 months. And I was devastating to find that out. It was rough, very rough. I didn't handle it because I felt like she betrayed me, right? It was messed up. But she's helped me out quite a lot. So has her grandparents. Ooh, I'm starting to shake. It's fine. But so and her grandparents had asked me to give her another chance, right? So I was like, I feel obligated to. I wasn't happy with it. Clearly, she wasn't either. But we tried, I guess, for like a month or something. It didn't work out. It was destroying my mental state. And the person who was there to help me through it was my current lady, who is currently tatted on my chest right there. She's not happy about the tat. Wished I waited, because we've been having some troubles, but hopefully we'll get those resolved. If not, that's that. Life goes on, though it'll be rough, but I really hope my brother wasn't here when I said that, because I don't think he knows about that tat yet, and I'm hoping to spare myself a lecture from him. I think even if me and this lady do break up, I'm not gonna cover it. It was a fun experience getting it. I had some fun memories while I was getting it, so it holds more meaning than just, her. I do love her though. She's great. She's really sweet. She's one of the many things that I was thinking about while I was in the psych unit this time. This psych unit was a lot more fun though. They had a Wii, and so I could watch people play Just Dance, and after a while I was like, I did show choir a bit. Let's give it a shot. I tried the Rasputin dance, but this was when my father had brought like a pair of blue jeans for me, which were not baggy, so I could not like fully like move around my legs. So trying to get low for that dance was didn't work. Needless to say. And then this one girl who was there, she came up to me, and we played some Just Dance together. we actually got relatively close, actually, in my short time there. She was pretty cool. I remember we were playing Wii boxing. It was so much fun. I obviously won every time. I don't know. It was so much fun though. We made our own Miis. She also, this was really funny. She thought I was a Native American. So she thought I was, when she asked where I'm from, I guess she was asking what tribe I was from. And when I said Ogallala, she was like, "Oh, she's me too, bro." And then she started, and I was like, "Oh, for real? I don't think I've ever seen you." Because Ogallala is like a small town, bro. But like, she then started getting to talking about like reservations and whatnot, and I was just like, that's very interesting stuff, but I'm not native, man. I had to tell her this like a few times. Actually, I had to tell her that I'm not native like last night too. So we played a lot of boxing. We played a lot of games actually. She was very helpful with my stay there. Also, she mentioned Prince, which he's a singer, right? I've never heard of him. Well, I have. I think I've heard of him, but I don't think I've listened to his music. She said I looked like Prince, and I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know what to say. I've been told I look like a lot of things. I remember a gas station employee said I looked like Sideshow Bob once from The Simpsons. That was a devastating blow, dog. Getting said I told I looked like Sideshow Bob was terrible. But then she clarified that she thought Prince was hot. So I was like, yeah, okay. So at least I don't look bad, right? I don't look like freaking Sideshow Bob, dog. But she helped out a lot. The other stuff I did there, I ran on the treadmill, did some handstands, some push-ups. I was going to do some like ab workouts. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. Somebody hung my hat up on my wall. I'm getting sidetracked, but I hope she's doing okay there. Because I know when I told her that I was going to be leaving today, she said she was going to miss me. So I hope she's alright. I mean, she was friends with the other girl that was there. She told me her name, she told me she had a Facebook. So, I mean, I added her. If she adds me back, I don't know. I'll find out on Tuesday. Because that's when she gets out. But, Today was interesting, to say the least. But that's basically why I haven't been streaming, honestly. Just, been in the hospital, I guess. Don't OD. Don't take your life. It's not worth it. It's dumb. ODing sucks. Worst experience I've ever felt. Glad I did it, because now I know I'm not doing that again. No, sir. Yeah, that's basically it. Peace, YouTube.